Are you ever curious about what other people watch? More specifically me. So what YouTube channels I watch? If so, then follow along as we go through what I like to watch. If that doesn't interest you at all, watch one of our other videos. Let's get to this video. Now I'm actually going to break this down into sections. So the 4 sections that I want to break this down into are aquatics related, vehicle repair related, fishing related, and vlogs or travel vlogs. So it's 4 sections. I'll break them down in the bottom, so if there's a section you're not interested in, then just skip to the next section. So I'll put it into chapters. Let's start with our first one. So one of my favorite vlog channels is a guy called Chris Must List. He's a Canadian guy, travels all around the world to some really unpopular places that people would never sort of travel to, you know, places like Afghanistan. He's been to the Ukraine in the war, so stuff like that. I'll quickly show you his page. So this is Chris Must List's channel, Chris Must List, and he's got loads of stuff on there. What he tends to do is just walk around with a camera, with a GoPro, and he'll just go walking around local neighbourhoods, as I mentioned, in places like Afghanistan. He's currently in Jamaica with his son Tristan, and Chris Must List is another channel. Next up we have our cars section. I'll start this one with Chris Slicks. So Chris does damage repaired cars, high performance cars. He's got a couple of channels. I think by trade he was a vehicle detailer, so he used to sort of detail vehicles, and he started his own YouTube channel. Next up we've got the infamous Matt Armstrong. I never miss a Matt Armstrong, even the Matt Armstrong Mark II channel. I just love his energy and his work ethic, and I just love following the journey along with sort of building his house, updating his property and stuff. And then last out of the vehicles are Goon Squad. So this is a pair of brothers from Tennessee in the States. I've been following these guys for a long time when they built a Lamborghini Huracan that was really damaged. What I love about these guys is the whole family's involved. His parents are originally from Ukraine, and the bits they show of their lives. Now we're going to look at our fishing section. So before I got injured, I was an avid fisherman, used to love going fishing, mainly for freshwater species like big carp, but I've caught sea fish, taupe, stuff like that. If I can find a picture, I'll drop that in. Let's get to that section. Rainbow trout that I caught, a pike, a carp, and then a big taupe from Tenerife. First up we have the ginger fisherman. So I love the way he walks and uses drone footage in some of his videos, and obviously his fishing prowess. I love the way he edits as well, that's really good. I think the first video I watched of his was using a tampon to catch fish. Then we have the predator angler. So it's a UK guy, I think he's around Manchester. I got into watching this guy because I used to watch a lot of his YouTube lives, but he's sort of really humble, really down to earth, and he started to grow a YouTube channel, so give him a bit of a support, hence why I watch this guy. And last but by no means least, our aquatics channels. So I'm going to start off with Paul Cafaro. I really like Paul. Most of his videos are sort of, I bought this, I bought that, I've added this, I've added that, but he does have a farm on his property with pigs, goats, a codamundi, soon to be otters. He's been on YouTube since he was quite young, and he's grown sort of quite big. Love the energy. I love what they do. They do a bit of fishing, and it's fishing and animals suits me, which takes us on nicely to Fanatic. So this is Brenton. He's one of Paul's friends. So Paul's from Florida, Brenton's from Texas, and they do sort of collabs and stuff, but Brenton's a bit of a nutter. So again, he does fishing, he's got animals, and he's mad. Then we have Humber Koi. So Humber is Aaron and his son Leo. his wife often makes appearance, but it's all things koi. He's currently building a koi pond. He did some videos with his dad. He does koi shows and stuff like that, but really informative, really sort of down to earth, really humble and hard working. I love watching Aaron, to be honest. I watch this. He usually puts videos out every Monday and I watch them avidly. Last in my fish section then is Ryo Watanabe, or Ryo Watanabe. So he's Japanese. I think he was raised in America, speaks really good English, lives in Japan, does loads of stuff, especially entering his escapes into the ILPC stuff, but goes all over the place looking at shops and tours, on top of sort of doing videos on his fish room and what's going on there. Some honourable mentions who are friends, and as such I watch all of theirs. Rob Mr Fishpert, who's more active on TikTok these days. Aquatics Fanatics UK, the Wolf of Wallstad, so this is Keith, my friend. I love watching his stuff because he's really knowledgeable and I'm really into the concept of a Wallstad tank. Lottie's Nature loves a lot of the things that I do, frogs, fish and various other animals. Next we got Kaz Brown, so Kaz again is a personal friend and I've had quite a lot of my fish from Kaz. So small channel, if you want to give her a follow or any of these guys a follow, please do so. Last mention then is Craig's Catfish Cave, so Craig's an Australian lad, really down to earth, salt the earth sort of person. Got a fantastic fish room and I really like Craig, he just tells it like it is. What you may notice is the absence of some of the more popular aquatic YouTubers, and truth be told, a lot of them haven't got a clue and it does my head in and I can't bear to watch them. Now I know that was a little different to what we normally put out from a video perspective, but hopefully that gives you a little bit more of an insight into me as a person and what I like and what I do. I'll leave you with a bit of footage, but as always, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you next time. And yes, in answer to the question that this video is titled, is Matt Armstrong my favourite YouTuber currently? And I'd have to say, yes, I think he is. And I think that will surprise a lot of people that it's not aquatic, and it's probably because I'm so sort of surrounded by aquatic stuff that I want to pique interest elsewhere. I love my aquatics, don't get me wrong, but there's your answer to the question, is Matt Armstrong my current favourite YouTuber? Yes, 100%.